I have a confession. The title of this may be a bit deceiving. Although there are many aspects of my life that are beginning to find a place, there are still often times where the mountains in front of me and behind me and all around me leave me no other option except to settle into the valley. As I reflect on the last couple of years and start writing again, it seems fitting to have a little bit more of a direct update in light of my post from way back in April 2020, which feels a bit like a lifetime ago. I feel like maybe 2020 felt like that for many of us, and pretty much everybody that I know, on top of all the things of 2020, have experienced other losses and hardships, and that's certainly been the case with me, as in so many ways my life really has fallen apart and the trajectory of my life has been severely altered in a lot of ways. And it's true. I have so often found myself surrounded by mountains that I've had no idea how or if I would ever overcome them, and I felt really in the dryness and the depths of the valley, and realized that it really is okay sometimes to just settle into the valley, and not in a way that's giving up, but in a way of realizing that it's part of the process of working through, and that that's okay and even can be good. So over the last couple of years, all of the things that have transpired, not what I planned or expected or ever wanted. I left a position that I loved, that really represented in so many ways my life's work and my passion. And my marriage unraveled, and I moved out. And there was a lot of hiding involved, and it was on purpose. It was protection in a lot of ways for myself, for my kids, for just working on life still make mistakes. I'm still learning. And I'm still me. And, you know, sometimes there are some circumstances of life that change, that start to make things seem a little better. But I'll admit, there's still a lot of mountains all around. I celebrate every glimpse of sunlight that I see. I celebrate every time I'm able to take a step forward. But there are still a lot of moments in the valley, and yet there are so many people and places and moments that are continuing to help me and challenge me in places where I unexpectedly am able to give of myself as well. And I think that maybe sharing just a little bit of that in context of the kind of things that I have shared and will continue to share about these unexpected people and places and moments where life speaks to me, where someone's life speaks to me, where I have the opportunity to be in certain spaces and have that be moments that matter. You know, finding meaning in the mundane, finding meaning in the mystery, finding meaning in the mess. My hope for all that I meet, each person that I know, those who have touched my life, who I don't yet know, for all of us, you know, who are on this crazy journey of life, that we will experience good things, even in the midst of our mess, even in the midst of the complexity of our humanity, that we'll experience the good things. And what I've learned is that you can find peace in the valley, and you also can climb the mountain. There's space for both, and there's seasons and moments of life where settling into the valley, as hard as it may be exactly what we need, maybe the greatest place of peace, and not trying to climb the mountains too soon, not allowing the mountains to define our lives. Settle in the valley if you need to. Learn to find peace there, but also realize you can climb the mountain. I sense that a transformed trajectory is on the horizon, far beyond what I could ever imagine or hope for. Maybe that's true for you. And if it is, embrace it and know that your dreams and your heart matter. Embrace the new. Look towards what's ahead. Life can begin again, even when it seems like it's fallen apart. I sense that there is a journey of rescue unfolding over time, inviting me to leave all that is behind and live in something completely new. Perhaps that journey is unfolding for you too. Until next time, keep finding meaning in the mess, the mystery, and the mundane of life.